Disappointing loss, tough loss. I thought we played hard. Two very good basketball teams. This team was picked to win the league. They're a very good basketball team, and they just did enough of the little things. We struggled again with 21 turnovers, and there's a point differential there of 5, and we lose by 4. So that's something that it was interesting. They started out pressing us, and we handled that pretty well. In fact, we handled it very well. Got off to an early lead, and then they took the press off, and then that's when we started having more turnovers in the half-court game. But I thought Jessica Goswitz had a really good floor game. 7 assists, 2 turnovers. We'll take that every time out. It's played all 40 minutes. Crystal Porter again had a nice, solid game. So glad to see that. Four in double figures. Positives. We had some defensive breakdowns, which we tried to explain to them in close games. The margin of error is very, very, very slight, and they capitalized on several of those defensive breakdowns, and we did not. Several of our turnovers late really hurt us when we were trying to make a run to get back in the game. Last 3 or 4 minutes, you just can't turn the ball over in a late game, especially when you're trying to fight from behind. And that really did hurt us, but I liked our effort, and we had a really good game at the free throw line. Shooting 40% for us is better than we normally do. So,
Coach, would you think it was more of impatient in the second half and more patience in the first half that got you the lead? Somewhat.
I don't know if it was impatience versus just bad decisions. I don't know that we try to play fast. We want to play up tempo. We didn't have really. I don't remember that many turnovers in transition. It was after they got set, and they played probably the last 30 minutes of the game all zone, and we haven't seen that much zone for quite some time. And we made some very poor reads and decisions with the ball, versus I didn't really think we were impatient. We've got some kids that they get a little nervous. I think I saw some of that, versus I think impatience.
Crystal mentioned that the height kind of bothered her or the team. I guess when they're double teams down low, you agree with that? Did you see that?
Well, yeah, bothered because the kid is 6'3". That kid wasn't even hardly playing. The kid had 11 points coming into the game, and she had to come in the game because some of their starters got in foul trouble in the post, and the height bothered her because she's 6'3" and she has her hands up, and we want to play over the top. Yeah, when you're 6 foot and 6'3's hovering over you, you can't play over the top. So if that's bothering you, I guess. We tried to tell them you can't throw over 6'3", but that's, players tend to have habits, and a lot of post players, because they've been the tallest kid on their block since grade school, they've been taught to put the ball high, keep the ball high, keep the ball over your head, and now you're not the biggest kid on the block anymore, and a lot of ours haven't made that adjustment yet. So yeah, that kid was a factor. I agree, because of. And if she said the size bothered her, it did, because we threw it into her hands several times, and that's why she had Crystal played a great game, but she did have 5 turnovers, and we work on that. We worked on a double team. Those really weren't. Most of those weren't double teams. That's just her being tall. They double team more out of their man than they do out of the zone.
With 4 out of 5 starters in double figures, you feel like this was about as balanced as you've been offensively?
It is, yes. We didn't use our bench much. Just things are going to tighten up, but that might be the only time that's happened this year. Maybe one other game.
Chicago State.
Sorry.
Chicago State.
Okay. That was a blowout game. So, but in a close game, yeah, and that's encouraging. That's Crystal's 2nd straight double-figure game. Palmer was solid. Nikki 6 for 6 at the line. And Goswitz 7 points, but 7 assists, and she hit 3 for 6 shots. So yeah, we do like that should help us a little bit to get that kind of balanced scoring. Absolutely.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, guys.